Hi everyone, my name is Nazaria-e-Pakistan. I'm a career counselor at Edify Group of Companies. At Edify Group of Companies, we provide assistance regarding career counseling, study abroad, and immigration. Today, the topic of my video is very unique. Actually, I want to explain that how you can get admission into UK universities in May intake, meanwhile while avoiding the main IELTS exam, because a lot of students are asking me this and they don't understand the importance of online exams. So there is an exam named Language Cert International ESOL B2 Communicator. This exam is really a piece of cake. It's easy, it's very adaptable, and anybody who has basic speaking skills, I would say they can easily get to pass it. If you have 5 band IELTS, you can easily get 6 bands in this Language Cert International ESOL exam. So even if you have 4.5 with 10 days of preparations, you can easily get to have 6 bands in Language Cert International ESOL, and you just need 33 marks out of 50 from speaking paper and 33 each from listening, reading and writing paper to pass this exam. This paper is just, you can easily buy it in $196. That it has two. It has basically two. I would say it has two papers. One is C1 and the second one is B2. So if you talk about the Northampton University, they accept on many courses they accept the level of C1, which is an advanced level. But mostly, let's just avoid this confusion. So I think that C1 is avoidable. You don't have to do it if you think that you can compromise on the Northampton University. But in meantime, if you do C1 instead of B2, C1 is a higher tier, is a higher level paper, so it will be accepted all over the universities. For the main intake, I will name the universities. The first one is University of Law, in Manchester as well as in London campus. The second one is BPP University in Manchester as well as in London campus, and the third one is Northampton University. So if you do Language Cert International ESOL C1 papers, which is an advanced level, that paper is acceptable in all these 3 universities. But in meantime, if you do B2 Communicator, Northampton will partially accept this result, and in many courses it will not accept or recognize this exam of B2 Communicator. Although if you ask me about the difficulty level from B2 to C1, I would say it's just more or less same paper. So don't worry, it's just $4 of difference in price, that C1 can be purchased in $200 and B2 paper can be easily purchased in $196. There comes with the marketing tactics tools that you can easily apprehend with this video's help. That is, if you have a fear that in the first term you will get to fail it, so what you can do, you can purchase it with retake 2. So retake 2 is given in $23, that is 46 for 2 papers, because once you buy a paper, it comes with 2 papers. It means one is listening, reading and writing, and another paper module is speaking. So once you purchase one paper, you pay for the both of the papers prices, and then afterwards you can take a redo for those of the both modules. Once being said that, if you have any concerns regarding this, you can take redo exam, and in the redo exam all you need to do is just to pay $242. And once you get to fail your speaking and you have a retake 2 exam with you, you can easily get to retake your exam again. That means you don't have to pay again $196. So this is a comfort that comes with Language Cert. Now we will talk about what you can expect from this paper. Why is it that we are not doing it instead of IELTS? In fact, IELTS is really hectic. You put in a lot of efforts in there, and the international standards just make it too hard for most of the English as a second language speakers to grasp the basic concepts. So I would say, I will even explain in this video that how you can easily get to nail this language cert exam, because a lot of my students, a lot of my clients, a lot of my surrounding keeps on questioning me that what we can expect in this paper. So I would say they start from very basic kind of questions like what's your tell me about yourself, your just personal details and things like that, and in meantime you just respond to them in a very humble and a very calm manner. You don't have to be more efficient, you don't have to be more or less likely a lazy person, you just need to be a moderate person in speaking, and you don't have to cram anything, you just need to be natural. They feel it. If I would be speaking right now while cramming this video, I won't be able to crack it. So all I'm doing, I'm just going on with my nerves and I'm just trying to be natural, and in that way you can also crack the speaking of language cert international ESOL either of B2 or C1. So moreover, let's just say you are being natural and you don't have this much flow. How can you get it? Just give yourself 10 days and you will be able to speak in similar manner or in similar fashion. I won't say that you will be that much fluent. I'm not saying I'm the standard, but in the meantime all you need is just a little bit of practice to improvise. And they are not looking for somebody who is so good in English. They're just looking for people who can communicate, like hi, where do you live? I live in Faisalabad. What have you studied? I have studied engineering. Okay, this is called communication. So if you are able to communicate, that means you are going to pass this exam. So first thing first, that this language cert speaking exam is based on 4 modules. The first one is your personal information, and the second one is a cue card. In the second cue card, you will be asked, I have talked about the communication and how they're going to keep on questioning you in the first part of the speaking exam of language cert, but in the second part they will be asking you for a cue card. The cue card will be like, do you have any friends? What do you see while making a friend? If I need to be answering this question, this specific cue card, I will be saying, while choosing my friends, I see that how sincere they are with me. And now I haven't crammed it. Moreover, this choice of words, furthermore, I look at how nice they are with me and how they get to join me in my happiness or in my sorrows. And moreover, in such a setting, I would prefer those of the friends who are frank to me, who like me and have similar likes such as me. So this is my standard of making friends, and I have just explained it in my very own wording. So you just need to feel that cue card and you just need to explain it in your own words instead of cramming. Once you cram and you go to the examiner and the examiner judges you, he will definitely know it and he will just avoid giving you 33 marks and you will obviously fail. So the first key point here is that you just need to be natural, okay? And for being natural, you need a little bit of practice, which is way easier as compared to IELTS. Let's just talk about the third part here. The third part is a little bit complicated here. For those of the people who are giving language cert international ESOL B2 or C1 for the first time, they might feel that it's hard to crack. Excuse me. Okay, so language cert's third module, the third part, is very easy. It's like you will get to have a paper in front of you, a newsletter, an article or something. So the same paper or the same newsletter with different wording is available to your interlocutor. Your interlocutor have it in front of his or her screen and you have it in front of you. It's just some data being shared to you and your interlocutor. Your interlocutor will use that data to communicate with you, and you just need to refer to your shared newsletter or the whatsoever content is being shared to you. You just need to apprehend it. let's just say for a while that I'm going to discuss a scenario where there is a newsletter of there is a guy who needs to go to the England, and there he has multiple options to choose from for taking an English language course. So first of all, I would be looking at my newsletter and I'll be seeing that there is a Norwich area and there is a Manchester area where the English language course is being provided, as in physically 2 days a week. This is the information that is shared on the newsletter. In a similar way, the same content is shared on the interlocutor's screen, but it has different information. Obviously, the area will be London maybe for her, or maybe Scotland. So she will be, or he will be, communicating with you on the terms of the content that she is being provided, and you will be justifying those of the things that you have. So you two have the content sheets. Both of you, the examiner and you have the content sheet. You just need to utilize that and make sentences out of it. It's just like making sentences. So she would be asking, okay, where will you be taking admission? I would be saying, according to my content that is shared to me, that I'll be taking admission in Manchester class, in the Manchester School of Language, and the class is for 2 days a week, which is a very lenient approach, because I think that we can easily get to grasp the important concept in 2 days, and the 4 days will give me enough time to practice. So this is me making sentences from the content that is being shared, and in the same way the examiner will be like, oh, my class is in Scotland, and in that way I think that my class is for 4 days a week, and don't you think it's better to study more as compared to studying 2 days a week? And I'd be like, no, I get bored while studying for 4 days a week. I don't think it's a good choice. And moreover, then they will come on the accommodation, and they will be discussing that, oh, talking about accommodation, where you will live. I will be living just in the nearby area. There is a families, they provide the accommodation, and they charge about £640 per month, and this is very reasonable price, and I can easily get to adjust myself over there with the family, because I won't have to cook for myself. The family will provide me the food, which is a good point. So we just need to make sentences from the context that's being shared to us. This is the third part, where you need to show your proficiency of English, where you have to show efficiency, where you have to be talkative. And in that way, in the end of the part, you should be able to comprehend the newsletter or the article that's shared to you, and this is that simple. I mean, seriously that simple. Once done, you go to the fourth part, and in the fourth part they can ask you the questions like another cue card, but this cue card has some I would say this kind of cue card has some you could say it has some details in it. I mean, they can cross question you on the basis of the fourth cue card, and in the fourth cue card you will be able to use a white paper just like that, with no marks like this. It should be clean from both sides, and you need to show to your examiner before approaching to this part of the language cert speaking. So once you have it, they will be asking you a question. You will have 1 to 2 minutes to prepare your topic, and once you are done, they will ask you to present it. And the question will be, have you ever read a book? If you have read a book, tell us about the most favorite character in that book. You can make a drama into a book. You can make a movie into a book. You can make anything into a book. You can make your own life into a book. You just need to talk. They don't know. They literally don't know. They have no idea. They literally don't have any idea that whatsoever you're saying, whether this book exists or not. You just need to be talkative here. So let's just say if I have to talk about a book, I will make movie into a book, and I would say that John is my favorite character, and the Peaky Blinder is the name of the book. I have read it online, and it's all about the gangs of Birmingham in the late 18th century, and it's an amazing story where John is my favorite character. the younger brother of the gangster, that is the main character, and in that way I will be able to produce content. Although there is no book such as this one that I'm saying, but they just want to assess whether you are able to speak on such complicated topics or not. So that was the Language Cert International ESOL speaking. That's it, and you will get your result within 3 days, 3 business days actually. So I would suggest that if you don't want to miss your main take and you are worried about taking the IELTS exam and you are again and again getting 6 bands, you just need to go for the Language Cert International ESOL B2 Communicator. I'm not promoting this exam. I just see the convenience in this exam and think it's really easy. For you guys to approach us, we'll be leaving our numbers behind. Thank you so very much for watching this video. Please do give a thumbs up if you like it. Goodbye.